So what's going on, guys? My name's Ash and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel today. I hope you're all having a fantastic day so far. Today we just got the biggest FIFA 20 news drop that we've had so far because EA just released the FIFA 20 gameplay trailer. Now guys, this trailer shows off most of the new features that are in FIFA 20 this year, such as new set pieces, new finishing, new types of tackling, new skill moves, all that kind of good stuff, and we're going to be going over that in this video and giving our first thoughts on, what EA have added to the game this year. But before we get into the video, guys, I would appreciate it if you could drop it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new so you never miss out on any videos like this one. Also be sure to turn on the notification bell just so you are actually notified when a video is posted. I would very much appreciate that. And yeah guys, with all that aside, let's get right into the video. Just a quick warning guys, when I do show you parts of the trailer, I am going to have to mute it because I'm not sure whether the audio is copyrighted or not, and obviously I don't want a strike on my channel, so I hope you guys can understand that. But let's go take a look at these new features. So the first thing that EA showed in this trailer when announcing the new gameplay features was the penalty rewrite, so the new set piece system, and you have to pick your target, as you can see with that circle, and then you also have to time the shot correctly in order for it to go where you want. I think this is a pretty decent addition to the game because it makes penalties a bit more consistent, so you actually know where they're going, because I'm sure we all had that issue in FIFA 18 and 17 where whenever you were taking a penalty and you'd aim it to the left, sometimes it would go straight down the middle, sometimes it would go extremely wide, and sometimes it just ignores your commands. Like the penalty system was extremely broken, and I think the goalkeepers were even worse when it came to penalties. Like imagine, when you do like those little p-rollers across the ground and then the keeper just like dives over it even though it's like a very easy save. Yeah, the penalties weren't great in the past two editions of FIFA, so I think this new penalty rewrite system can't be any worse and should be an improvement on what we had in the previous games. So far what I'm seeing from there, it looks pretty cool. Like the penalties seem pretty accurate and you can actually hit them top bins and whatnot. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for this new feature because I might actually be able to win a penalty shootout now. Now obviously penalties aren't the biggest thing in the game that needed changing, but it's a start, and I'm glad to see that EA have changed the system for penalties because obviously the other one just wasn't great. I'm not going to judge this whole trailer off of a penalty rewrite, but it's a good start, so I'm happy with that. Now next up we have the new free kicks, which have some pretty advanced options opposed to just the typical press, circle and push up on the left stick. You can actually change, like the direction of the ball, put spin on it, add dip, choose whether you want to knuckleball it or not. I'm not exactly sure on the controls yet, but as you can see they're obviously a little bit different. You've got arrows pointing, where certain parts of like the spin is, where the ball's being hit, all that kind of stuff, all that advanced stuff that we haven't got in the current installment of FIFA. So hopefully we're going to be able to score some more technical set pieces because free kicks should take a bit more skill, and I'm hoping that as a result of this change and the rewrite of the system, I'm hoping that they'll be a lot more consistent and effective in the game. I don't want them to be so effective that the moment you concede a foul you're thinking you're going to go 1-0 down, but I just want them to have a bit of skill about them, so if your opponent scores one or if you score one, you actually deserve to score it, you don't just press the shoot button. Now the first two things in this trailer have obviously been about set pieces, the new penalty system and the new free kick system. I'm just hoping that because this is first in the trailer, this isn't what EA have spent all their time doing, because if they've spent all of their year just rewriting a penalty and free kick system, that is going to be extremely annoying. Like if they've put all their effort into this and all of the other features are just like half-assed, it's going to be a little bit frustrating. Obviously it's cool to see these things being changed because the systems for the like old penalties and free kicks weren't great. I'm just hoping that this isn't like the main change of the game this year. Obviously we're only like partly into the trailer, but that was just like my initial thought. But yeah, let's carry on with the new features. So the next part of this trailer talks about dynamic 1v1s, which essentially gives you more control in 1v1 battles whether you are the attacker or the defender. Now as you can see, the first thing that they are showing is about the offense, and it gives you like like, you know, more options when taking on players. They've brought back the skilled dribbling mechanic from FIFA 17 where you press like L2 and R2 where you're able to, you know, like dribble the ball very close to you. It was very overpowered, so I'm hoping that in FIFA 20, sorry, that it's a bit more balanced and not as overpowered, because it was essentially crab walking in FIFA 17. Like, you just go left, right, back, forwards, you know, like it was too quick for me. But yeah, hopefully they've balanced it out a little bit within FIFA 20, and they've also added some, like, you know, new feints and stuff to help you beat the defender, which is pretty cool because it should, you know, make the games a bit more open. Now I'm hoping that when it comes to these new mechanics that it's not unbalanced and unfair to the person defending, because the last thing I want is for some new mechanics to be introduced for offensive players which are literally undefendable for the player on the defensive side, because, you know, that just makes the game unfair and, you know, not enjoyable to play. It needs to be in a position where good players can utilize it to the best of their ability, but if a player, you know, perfectly times a tackle or something, then they should win the ball back, and it shouldn't be impossible for them to do so. Keep it in mind that we've only seen a glimpse of these new dynamic 1v1s in attack, so don't be too judgmental on them right now. You know, there might be a bit more to it. I don't know yet. I need to, like, do some further research, but it looks pretty promising, I can't lie. That's probably like the best thing we've seen in the trailer so far for me anyway, because it adds a bit more diversity to the game. I just hope it doesn't, you know, make the game unfair and imbalanced. That's my main fear. I don't want it to become stupidly overpowered. But yeah, for a first glance, that's not bad, and I like the idea of the new mechanics, so yeah, that's a thumbs up from me. Now let's go take a look at the other part of the dynamic 1v1s, which is the defending aspect of it. Now, just from seeing this in the trailer, this is something that excites me, because one of the most infuriating things in any FIFA is that when you make a clean tackle, your opponent just gets the ball back instantly. Even if it's the most perfect challenge in the world, most perfectly timed tackle, your opponent will still get the ball, and more often than not, they will be put on goal to score the actual chance. Now for me, this is probably one of the most exciting features in FIFA 20, if it is as good as EA say, because this would literally change the game in so many ways. It would get rid of so much of the cheese that happens where, you know, you tackle a player and they just happen to be in a goal scoring position as you tackle them and the ball goes straight back to them. It'll add a lot of skill to defending, because if you do make that challenge, you'll be rewarded for it. You'll have possession back to go and have an attack of your own. And obviously with the reduced AI defensive support, it will reward the people that can actually manually defend even more, because obviously you can't just rely on the computer to go and tackle the player for you. So yeah, that's amazing. The only reason I don't want to get too excited about this now is because in FIFA 19, EA released a patch regarding this, I remember a while back, and it was supposedly meant to stop the ball going flying away from your player and back into your opponent's feet after you make a clean tackle, and obviously this just didn't happen. It just got even worse, to be honest. So yeah, EA did say they fixed this in FIFA 19, but they actually didn't. So hopefully in FIFA 20 this is actually fixed, and we don't actually have any way of knowing until the beta or until the game is released. So all we can do is sit and hope that EA have actually finally got this right, because yeah, it was a bit annoying in FIFA 19 when they said they'd finally fixed it and they didn't. Now next up, we've got the updated ball physics in FIFA 20. Now this is slightly interesting because I'm not really sure what they've actually done. You know, things look pretty similar to me. Yeah, I don't know, they're making a big deal out of these new ball mechanics, but yeah, I'm not noticing many changes just from the trailer. Maybe it'll be more apparent when we actually play the game, I don't know. But one thing that does concern me when they are showing this is obviously the long shots that are being taken and stuff, because I don't want that to be a big part of the game where you can just hit a long shot and win a game. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I just don't really know what they've changed when it comes to ball physics. It looks pretty similar to me. Obviously it's pretty cool that they've supposedly updated it, but yeah, I just don't know what they've really changed. But yeah, I don't have much to say when it comes to this, but at the very least I just hope the ball doesn't keep glitching through the player's boots like it does in previous FIFAs, and is hopefully a little bit more realistic. What I gathered from this though is the new ball physics allow for more advanced passes and shots and that kind of thing to add a bit of more variation into the game. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see for that. Yeah, I'm not going to complain about new features, so yeah, I guess it's pretty cool. Now, the last part of this trailer is the new composed finishing. Now, this is something that is really cool and exciting because one thing that we've been begging for in FIFA 19 is consistency when it comes to one-on-one chances, and EA time and time again just decided to ignore us. Now, I'm not exactly sure how composed finishing works. I don't think it's something you have to do. I think it's just something that's built into the game, but I think it just allows for you know, more clinical shots. That's what it's saying, and you're going to convert more chances when it comes to 1v1 opportunities, which is absolutely awesome because, like I've said for the longest time, if you're breaking down your opponent's defense, if you're getting into the box, you know, you should be scoring most of your chances when you get in there because you can't do anything else other than press shoot, really. I keep saying this, but when it comes to shooting, there really isn't much skill involved. All you really have to do is press the shoot button. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how this works. I'd imagine because it says composed finishing, players with higher composure will be finishing more of these one-on-ones, and the composure stat will be a lot more relevant. But yeah guys, that is all of the new features in the FIFA 20 gameplay trailer. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, whether you like these changes, whether you don't like them, or basically whatever you're just thinking about them, to be honest. But yeah, if you guys have enjoyed the video, I would appreciate it if you could drop it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you are new so you never miss out on any videos like this one. Be sure to turn on notifications so you are notified when a video is posted. And with all that aside guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will catch you all in the next upload. Peace.